Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. Today, we're going to talk about my top 10 unisex fragrances. And it's very interesting that I'm actually doing a video about that because if you asked me a couple years ago, or maybe even a year ago, what types of fragrances I liked, I would have confidently told you only feminine scents. I never enjoyed unisex fragrances. I would have never even considered trying masculine fragrances, and how things have changed because I have so many unisex fragrances in my collection now, and I even have some that are marketed towards men, but I really enjoy them. So I wanted to share with you my top 10 that I would recommend, that both men and women would enjoy. First on the list, I have my love for a very long time. And even though maybe I haven't spoken about this scent recently, but I still love it just as much as I did when I first got it. This is, of course, the beautiful Ani from Nishane. This is such a stunning scent. This has ginger, bergamot, their green notes. There is vanilla, sandalwood, benzoin, and initially, when I spray this on in the opening, it has this amazing burst of freshness. There is definitely ginger is here with bergamot and maybe even with some green notes. So it is definitely green. It is, I guess you could say, a little bit spicy, but really for me, it's more zesty than anything else. And then pretty quickly, it starts settling into the most beautiful vanilla. I still say that Ani has the most beautiful vanilla compared to anything else that I have tried. It is creamy, it is smooth, it is buttery. It is a magical type of vanilla, but it is not overly sweet. And so because of all of those qualities, I think the scent is perfectly unisex, and I know so many men and women that really enjoy it. So Ani from Nishane would definitely be one of my top recommendations. Next, I have a fragrance from Mancera, and this one is called Wild Fruits. So the main notes in here are citruses, fruits, kumquat, musk, and cedar. And kumquat is definitely very prominent here. It's the strongest note in this fragrance in the beginning and in a dry down. There are obviously citruses in here as well, so it does have fresh, zesty quality, and I would say it is a little bit woody. It is definitely not overly sweet. In fact, I think it is barely sweet. It is more of a fresh, fruity, citrusy type of scent. Again, completely unisex. Both men and women can wear it, and I think it will appeal to both. Beautiful scent for summer. Again, fruity, citrusy type of scent that's not overly sweet. Next, I have a fragrance that is actually marketed towards men, but I absolutely love it. It is from Mercedes-Benz, and it is called Club Black for Men, I think. I think that's what it's called. And this scent is so beautiful and definitely not masculine. It is absolutely unisex. The main notes in here are incense, vanilla, benzoin, and woody notes. And really what I get out of this is deep, smoky, woody, boozy vanilla. That's what it is. It is sort of reminiscent of Spirituous Double Vanille from Guerlain. Maybe even that mixed with Deluxe from Tiziana Terenzi. I think if I would put the two together, that's kind of what this one smells like to me. And again, just because it is marketed towards men doesn't mean that women cannot wear it. I don't think this one leans masculine at all. For those of you that enjoy boozy vanilla, this one is really a great choice. The next one is a newer addition to my collection that I just shared with you in a haul. And this is Miel d'Arabie from Chopard. This is such a stunning fragrance. This has honey, it has pomegranate, it has spices and tea. And it is, again, not overly sweet, although honey is here, but I would say this is more of a raw honey than, honey that you would buy in a jar in a store. Pomegranate also tones it down, adds maybe a little bit of tartness to it. I can't say that I'm getting a lot of spices in here. Instead of spices, I think I'm getting a little bit of citrusy nuances in here. And then of course there is tea here, but again, I would not say that tea is very prominent. I would say mostly this scent is about honey, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous type of honey. Probably the best one that I've smelled in a fragrance. I think so. So really love this one. It doesn't lean one way or the other. I think this scent, again, is perfectly unisex, and I would strongly recommend you give this one a try because not many people talk about it. In fact, hardly anyone talks about it, but it is absolutely stunning. Next, I have a summer staple in my collection, and I am sure in many collections. This is, of course, Virgin Island Water from Creed. I am absolutely crazy about this scent in the summer. This is an absolute must. This has coconut, lime, ginger, rum, sugarcane, and as I've mentioned many times before, this really smells like a pina colada. This makes me think of being on a beach, enjoying the sun, swimming, relaxing. Beautiful, beautiful scent. So happy, and again, completely unisex. I can see both men and women enjoying it. So definitely would be my recommendation of a top unisex fragrance. Let's talk about another newer addition to my collection, which is from Perfume Aroma, and this is called Ceriso. This scent is mostly about chocolate, and from all the chocolate scents that I have tried, I would say that this one is probably the most unisex because it is not very sweet. So the main notes in here are, of course, dark chocolate, there is vanilla, bitter orange, and exotic woods. So it is definitely dark chocolate, and also you have bitter orange, which is not, to me, bitter orange is not very fresh or zesty. It's more like it has a little bit of tartness, or even sometimes, to me, bitter orange smells a little bit like black tea. It sort of has a similar vibe, and it has more of a kind of earthy vibe than citrusy vibe. And that's what's happening here, because I don't feel any freshness or zestiness in this fragrance. It is dark chocolate with some bitter orange and with some woody notes added in. Perfectly unisex. Again, I know so many men and so many women that enjoy this scent, and for those that like gourmand scents that are not overly sweet, then I would definitely recommend Ceriso. Next, I have a fragrance from BDK Parfums, and this is Rouge Smoking. This scent has cherry, heliotrope, vanilla, tonka, and labdanum. There are a lot of other notes, but these are really the main ones. And I think this scent is mostly about cherry and about tonka. So it is fruity, it is nutty, it is a little bit smoky, and it is a little bit sweet. So a bit of everything here from these notes kind of mixed together. I know that, to some this smells like medicine, especially in the opening. It does not to me, but I think it's a great cherry scent that again will appeal to most people, will appeal to women and to men. It is not overly fruity and it is not overly sweet, and so really both sexes can enjoy this easily. Next one that I have is a coffee scent, and this is Café Cabanel from Tio Cabanel. Again, I have a few coffee scents in my collection, and this one is really, really great. It has coffee, of course. It has cinnamon, milk, butter, heliotrope, vanilla, tonka, caramel, sandalwood. I mean, such amazing notes. I think they're just outstanding notes in this fragrance. All the notes that I absolutely love. And this coffee is not very bitter. It is not very sweet. It's more like a latte. It definitely has milky or even buttery quality to it. So yeah, definitely like a latte. It has maybe a little bit of powderiness and very, very creamy, very smooth, sweet, but not overly so. So this is a gorgeous scent that, again, I think many people will enjoy. And we're down to 2 more fragrances, and the next one that I have, I think some might consider more masculine, and I think if I tried it even a year ago, I would have dismissed it for sure, because to me it would have smelled very, very masculine. But right now, I definitely don't think so. I think women can enjoy this scent absolutely just like men do. So this is Noxos from Xerjoff. This, if I'm being completely honest, this was not a love at first sniff for me, because the opening of this fragrance is very, very aromatic. It has lavender and it also has mint. Although mint is not mentioned in the notes, but I am getting a minty quality. I heard from someone that it might be actually lavender that's making me smell that. I'm not sure, but very, very aromatic. And when I sprayed it for the first time, I really thought, no, this is not for me. This is definitely very masculine. But I really needed to give it a chance, because as it starts drying down, that aromatic quality kind of disappears and it really gets a lot of depth and a lot of sweetness, and honey and tobacco are coming through, and they're just so enveloping and so addictive. This scent in a dry down is extremely addictive. I keep smelling my hand when I wear it because I just can't get enough of this scent. So it definitely has 2 very distinctive stages to my nose, and I do enjoy the dry down more than I enjoy the opening. But overall, I think this fragrance really works for both men and women, and that's why I absolutely had to include it on this list. And we've made it to the last one, which is Memoirs of a Trespasser from Imaginary Authors. This is, I would say, a smoky vanilla scent. So in addition to vanilla, we have oak, we have gaiac wood, we have myrrh, benzoin, clay, amberette. And this definitely has a very smoky quality to it, woody, smoky, almost like a burning candle vibe, but it's some kind of woody candle because it is not very sweet. Although vanilla is here and benzoin is here, this fragrance is definitely not very sweet. It is smoky and it is woody vanilla. And again, I think this is perfectly unisex. I know so many men that enjoy it and so many women that enjoy it as well. So Memoirs of a Trespasser from Imaginary Authors concludes my top 10 list of unisex fragrances that I would recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I would love to know, what are your top unisex fragrances? Thank you for watching. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.